Thank you for tuning into The Reading, produced by Black Spectrum Network. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell button to get the latest updates on this channel. You can purchase a private psychic reading by going to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com. If you want spiritual guidance to learn how to work with your ancestors, or you're interested in deepening your spiritual experiences, subscribe to our Patreon. You can get these and other videos at least 1 week ahead of their YouTube release date. That's patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network. So I want to introduce you to our witchcraft series. So what I want, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to select an archetype or select a character. All right. So the 5 characters that you can select from are the priest, the witch, the sage, the scribe, and the giver. Okay. So again, that's the priest, the witch, the sage, the scribe, and the giver. I'm going to explain the differences between the 5 of these in just 1 second, but I want you to go ahead and start thinking about which one would resonate with you based off the titles of the names. Now, what you see here before you are 5 cards. So with each of these cards, this is going to talk about how witchcraft or the hex that you are under is affecting you. Okay. So this video assumes that you know that you have witchcraft on you. Okay. So when I flip the first card is going to tell you the effects of the hex. Okay. It's going to tell you what the problem is. I'm going to flip another card. The second card is going to tell you what caused this form of witchcraft to be placed on you. Like, who did it, or did you do it, or is it generational? And then the third card that I'm going to pull is the solution, which is going to provide you with a solution for removing the hex or the witchcraft from you. Now, if you want to be the priest is someone who is disciplined and inspiring. They are someone that prays, meditates, they read as much as possible, and they inspire other people because they're so disciplined when it comes to devoting themselves to religion and spirituality. The witch, on the other hand, is someone that's talented and mysterious because they have an interest in the occult. They're interested in magic, herbs, baths, and using the cosmos to their advantage, and taking the life force from objects and things that cannot be seen, and using them to manipulate the world that's around them. The sage, on the other hand, is someone that's wise and prophetic. This person enjoys meditation. This person likes solitude. They're not really a people person. They're someone that feels that they have been in the world before, that they've lived many, many lives. Someone that's incredibly wise, and they see themselves as older than the people that are around them or well above their age. Then we have the person that can be the scribe. The scribe describes someone that's knowledgeable and understanding about the world that's around them. This person may be a historian or an archaeologist. This person has a great understanding of psychology and is very is very intuitive. They understand different people from different cultures. They like to learn and travel. And then the 5th archetype or character that we have right here is called the giver. And the giver is someone that's nurturing, and they give to everyone. They have a lot of good karma, and because they give to everyone into the universe, they receive back that good karma in the form of random blessings or people being nurturing to them as well. Okay, so now that you've selected the archetype or the card that you feel resonates with you most, I'm going to go ahead and get into the first hex or curse that's affecting you. So the first hex or curse that we're going to talk about is the one that is affecting the priest. So the hex or curse that affects the priest, I get the card for the bear. The card for the bear is speaking about people that may have generational curses that stem from generational curses that affect mainly the women in their family, and it speaks about these women needing help with these women need help with figuring out their career goals, and they seem to get distracted by love relationships in their life. And these women find that these love relationships alter their life pathways, so they never reach their destinies. Women that and I'm also saying that if this type of witchcraft is in your family, the way that it could be affecting the men is that the men are very dreamy. They're very daydreamy. They don't really manifest as much as they can in their lifestyles either financially. They may not own property, and they're not. They also may find that they have drug addictions, or they are reclusive. They hibernate a lot. If you've selected the priest card, it's speaking about the curse or hex that's affecting you, also affecting the women in your family having children. So I'm saying that the richness of the womb has been desecrated by these curses. I'm also seeing that the women in the family have failed to teach newer generations of women how to be mothers and to be women. I'm also saying that the men in the family have issues with interpreting their dreams as well. And then I'm seeing that the generational curse is one that affects mind, body, and spirit. So for the person that's the priest, you may find that you're on this life. You may find that you're on a life path right now. And I'm trying to speak to you, okay, the priest. All right, so you may find that you are trying to do the ancestral worship, and you're just now getting involved in it, and you're realizing that the people in your family have not venerated your ancestors, and perhaps you're the first in your family to do it. You're the first person in your family that's even standing in a room with an ancestral altar in it, okay, and you're scared. You don't know what to do, and you're feeling like the weight is on you to save your family, and the weight is on you to save your family, given all the curses that I've just spoken about being placed on your family. I'm saying that you're also having issues with how do I say this? It's almost like the good conscience and the negative, the positive side of your conscience, the negative side of your conscience are battling with one another, and it's in that internal chatter is starting to agitate you. The deeper that you get spiritually, the closer that you're going to get to those voices, and the louder that debate is going to be. So you can expect to get even more agitated by this generational curse, because you're going to be the first in your family to evolve out of it. Okay, now I'm going to pull the card for the witch. We got the armadillo. All right, so the card for the armadillo is speaking about people. If you chose the witch and you feel like you have a generational curse on you, it's speaking about you having a curse on you where other people will treat you like a doormat and they treat you for granted. Okay, it's speaking about you being more reactive to life than proactive about life. So you don't plan enough, but you don't plan enough because you don't have the energy to plan. It's like you're being bombarded with bills, people asking you for favors, and then you have relationship demands. You also want to maybe even want to get back into school, and you can't seem to balance it all. So you're also feeling depressed at this time, and you're feeling like you feel like you're taking on the feelings of everyone else. You don't even feel like this depression is a depression that's your own, and you've become a psychic sponge for everybody else's garbage, and they're expelling it onto you. I'm saying that vulnerability is an issue for you right now, and you can't really enjoy life the way that you want to enjoy life. You're wearing armor to protect yourself from being intimate with other people or even being close to other people. And it's also saying that this armor is acting like industrial grade gear, and it's keeping other people from reaching you, and it's also keeping your internal feelings from getting out as well. So that's also further causing you to feel depressed. Now, I'm seeing here that you need to start trying to deflect these negative energies back towards the people that are trying to put them onto you. I'm also seeing that you have the power to rid yourself of these doubts and these deep fears that are not really even your own, but the issue here is that you don't know how to protect yourself. So you may need to think about wearing a talisman or a sachet with herbs, like a gree bag, or you may need to wear crystals to help protect your energy. But you can't continue going on being the yes man, and I'm saying that's how this particular curse is affecting you. The bear for the priest is generational, but this curse is not particularly generational. Now we're gonna pull the card for the sage, and the sage gets the owl. Okay, so the owl is speaking about, so for this particular generational curse, you are not. This is not a generational curse. This is just a curse. It's not generational. If you're just tripping, falling, and stumbling over shit, and you really don't even know how to get out of a room because you won't take off the blindfold. With that being said, even though that Plato's cave, you can come out of Plato's cave at any time, and your chains are made out of paper. You still can't seem to escape the blindness that you're putting yourself through, and even though other people cannot fool you, you seem to be deceiving yourself. And this particular curse is making it very difficult for you to make keen observations about your life, and once and then make changes after you've come to very logical and solid conclusions from those observations. So I see that you have this journey for enlightenment has been difficult for you. And it's been difficult because you're looking for your ancestors, or you're looking for spirit guides. You're not even on the spiritual journey. You're just literally feeling like you're just getting started, and perhaps this is probably your first time even just watching my videos, and you're feeling like, damn, have I been deceiving myself? Is God real? You're questioning, is God real? You're questioning, what are ancestors? You don't even know what that is. You're also, you've been trying to make church work, but church isn't working. You changed your religion. You went Buddhist. Meditation doesn't seem to be getting it for you. You're just feeling lost and confused. And the owl is asking, is talking about you needing to get out of this deception by figuring out more about who you are. And the curse that you're under is keeping you from getting in touch with who you truly are. Okay. So now we're going to figure out, what is the curse that's affecting the scribe? The curse that's affecting the scribe is, whoops, this is blank. Guess what? Guess what this means? The curse that's affecting the scribe is one in which I have to just intuit for you. Okay. So the curse that's affecting the scribe, this is one where you literally don't. I'm hearing that this particular curse is affecting your money. Money just seems to come and go for you. And when I say come and go, it's like I'm saying that you have a stable job, but you can't seem to hold on to money. Like, it's like you go on a trip, you don't go on as many trips as you want to. You don't. It's literally like your money has just been your money's been stagnant. You can't seem to grow it. You're not hurting, but you're also not growing. And it's not making you feel successful right now. And the curse that's on you is the curse of stagnation. And I'm saying here that I'm saying you wanting to be in boardrooms with people. I'm saying you want to either pitch television shows, or you're trying to get an investor to invest into your business. And right now you can't seem to attract or magnetize the right people around you because you have no direction. Okay. And the curse that's been put on you is that you were passionate about the things that you were doing. You went and got the degree, or you started working in this corporate field, but now it's time to leave it. And now you're like, what the hell? Like, where do I go? I know I want to leave it, but I feel like I'm being spiritually blocked. Like, the more that I pray, meditate, you know how to do the regimens, you know how to work with the Orisha, you know how to do the prayer and meditation, or you're just a more advanced spiritualist, but you can't seem to get your spiritual practices to bulldoze through your spiritual blockages. And because you can't get through those spiritual blockages, you can't get this business to the next level. All right. And so the curse that's affecting the giver, the coyote. Okay. Now the coyote is speaking about people that this is the coyote is speaking about sorry, tongue tied. Now we're going to speak about the giver. The coyote is talking about how trickster energy has been fucking with the giver, and I'm saying that for people that have been the giver, you may have been through some form of trauma, like sexual trauma or physical. It's either physical or it's sexual trauma from your childhood, and you're feeling like why me? Like, why did this happen to me? And you're also trying to figure out what is to be learned from these painful lessons that are following you. And you've also been having problems with people. You may have had problems with people scamming you. You may have had problems with somebody making love to you, making you fall in love with them, and then they ghosted you. Or you may have problems with somebody who promised to lead you to the water, and then they never and then they started working with you up and disappeared, and it's like you're lost. You may have had a spiritual mentor that brought you into spirituality, introduced you to it. Now you're fascinated with it, and you feel like, okay, well, where the hell am I supposed to be going? I can't seem to find my mentor. So that's the witchcraft that's being placed on you. You can't seem to find your next step. And when you find someone that promises to help you get to that next step, they end up stealing something from you, or they end up not fulfilling the promises that they made to you, or they end up just wasting your time and playing around with your emotions. So what I'm saying here is that the way that the witchcraft that's affecting you is like your life is filled with booby traps. You can't seem to trust anyone. People are always laughing at your misfortunes, and it seems like you also feel like the universe may be laughing at you, or that you may feel like your ancestors think that you're a joke. So with that being said, you have incredibly bad luck, and your luck is upside down. But guess what? We're gonna figure out how to fix all of these curses that have been placed on all of you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the next session of figuring out how basically we identified the types of witchcraft that can be placed upon you. All right. So I want to thank you all for tuning into the reading produced by Black Spectrum Network. Click the subscribe button and the bell button to get the latest updates on this channel. You can purchase a private psychic reading by going to blackspectrumnetwork.com. If you want spiritual guidance to learn how to work with your ancestors, or you're interested in deepening your spiritual experiences, subscribe to our Patreon. You can get these and other videos at least 1 week ahead of their YouTube release date. That's patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network. All right, so now we're going to get right back into figuring out what. We're actually missing a card. Oops, whoopsies. Got to put this back. So I just noticed that. We'll put it in the right spot. But anyway, so now we're going to figure out what caused the hexes or witchcraft. What was the cause of the hex or the witchcraft or the curse that was placed upon you? Did somebody put it on you, or was this something that you did to yourself? So for those of you that are still tuning in, we're the characters or the archetypes that you can choose from the cards are, we have here, we have the priest. Right here, we have the witch, we have the sage, we have the scribe, and we have the giver, okay? So if you are the priest, then you are someone who is disciplined and inspiring. The curse that was placed upon you is due to interference. This is a curse that's been placed upon you because you did it, okay? You procrastinated and fucked up on God's timing, okay? You procrastinated. You shouldn't have waited. You waited way too long to do what God was telling you to do, and now you're being punished for it. And that's why this curse is being placed upon you. Now, if you selected the card for the witch, the reason that the curse that you are experiencing is being placed upon you is due to a nasty relationship that you used to be in. It's a nasty relationship. If you weren't in a romantic relationship, it's a nasty business partnership. This is all to say that this is all to say that the cause of the first for the priest, the generational curse is because the people in your family, y'all are procrastinators. Y'all, that's the problem. Okay, but we can fix it. Okay, so for the people that you're the witch, relationship problems. Okay, problems in you building the wrong relationships with the wrong lovers or the wrong friends. For those of you that chose the owl, well, guess what? Yours is caused by being self-deprecating. You're too damn hard on yourself. Okay, you got to stop being so hard on yourself. The negative self-talk, the internal chitter chatter you've got to shut it down and stop listening to it. For those of you that chose the scribe, well, for those of you that chose the scribe, it's talking about you. You have yours because you never addressed your problems from your childhood. You just kept skating through stuff. You didn't say to yourself, all right, I need to deal with this. I need to deal with this right now. Rather, you are passive aggressive about it, and now you've accumulated all this negative karma. And look what's being put on you: a hex or a curse. And for those of you that are the giver, pretty much this curse that's been put on you is the card for ruin. So this is the card for witchcraft. Somebody literally put this on you. And they put this on you because they hated you so much. They had such a powerful negative feelings towards they had their negative feelings towards you were so powerful that it has affected your life fortune. Okay, so now we're gonna figure out how to get rid of these hexes and curses that have been placed on you all. All right, how do we get rid of these hexes and curses that have been placed on you all? All right, so for the priest, the king of hearts; for the witch, the queen of spades; for the sage, the three of diamonds; for the scribe, the five of spades; and then for the giver, the jack of spades. Now, for the priest, the king of hearts is saying that you need to do ancestral worship to the fathers and grandfathers in your family. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go to your ancestral altar. I want you to create a list of names of all the men in your family that have passed away, young and old. Create a list of all of them, and I want you to start venerating them. I want you to put king in front of their name, okay? And call them out morning and night by the name king, okay? Call them a king. And then now the spirits are also telling me that you're going to leave them a glass of water, and then you're going to also leave them on a Thursday a cold beer. All right. And you're going to leave them that cold beer in honor of the fathers in your family. You're going to ask them to raise up the family, to start and strengthening the men in your family and start being the backbone for the women in your family as well. Okay. So you're going to do that every Thursday until you start seeing things changing in your family life. All right. That's what I'm saying for the priest. And that's going to be the solution to your problem. I want you to leave that cold beer on your ancestral altar. All right. On a Thursday. And you leave it in veneration of all the fathers, all the men, all the brothers, all the sons, all the lovers that have died, that have been a part of your family, okay? And that ancestral energy, that love that you're asking them for, is going to be used to fuel the healing that needs to happen in your family. Now, this healing is going to come by way of arguments and people working through problems, and I'm hearing it's going to take maybe about, for some of you, 2 to 3 months to see results, but some of you 2 to 3 years to see results. For those of you that chose the witch, we got the queen of spades here. So the queen of spades is talking about you needing to crack open a book. Okay, so because it was a relationship issues, I'm hearing that you need to crack open a book, or you need to start journaling to help you to get over this curse. All right. So the book that you can read is In the Meantime by Iyanla Vanzant to help you get over this heartbreak. This curse has been placed on you because of this heartbreak or this relationship. I'm also saying here that you can start journaling out your feelings and writing letters to the lover or to the person that broke your heart. Write those letters for 30 days, and then I want you to burn them all. Just say, "Dear XYZ," say everything that you wanted to say, but you're not going to give these letters to that person. You're going to burn them. All right. And so when you're burning these things, is literally to symbolize the destruction of of these earthly or these very practical human-based logical feelings. All right, and the fire is going to destroy it. All right, the fire is going to destroy it, send it up to the ancestors, and we're going to help, and it's going to start to work to remove those internalized anxieties. All right, so we got the Three of Diamonds for the Sage. The Three of Diamonds is talking about your money and your finances. This is saying that the only way that you're going to get over this curse is to start a business. So I'm saying you pitching a project, pitching a project to someone, starting. I see you selling T-shirts. I see you potentially going back to school, to going to trade school, picking up a trade so you can start a business, starting a catering company. But I'm saying that there's money to be made, money to be had, and the only way that you are going to get over the curse that's been placed upon you is by working to build your mind as an entrepreneur and strengthening your mind as an entrepreneur. Because once you start seeing the wealth that you can manipulate in this world, and in the economy, you're gonna be like, hey, I can literally create the life that I want. I can tell the universe, hey, I want $50,000, and I get this as a grant for that nonprofit or for that hair salon that you've been looking to open up. Okay, so you need to get into an entrepreneurial mindset, because that's the only way that you're going to be immune to this ancestral curse. You have to outgrow this particular curse that you're undergoing. I get the Five of Spades for the scribe. So the Five of Spades for the scribe is talking about there is a lot of mental instability, a lot of you're bouncing from wall to wall, and this is saying that you need to see a therapist. You need to see a therapist. You need to go ahead. You need to have someone to help you unpack those feelings and to decode those internalized messages from your childhood, and to have narratives playing in your head that are more optimistic, more inspiring, more nurturing of your feelings and your emotions, and things that can really advance you and speak to the gut that's in your to the gut that rests in your soul, to that sacral chakra area, because they're saying that your passions have been taken away from you because you know what you want to do, but you're having a really, really difficult time getting there. And guess what? You're going to need to go and sit down and talk to a therapist and have that therapist help you through this life phase transition. Okay? You need to speak to a therapist to help you through the life phase transition. That's what that's for. Now, for the Jack of Spades, I get the Mermaid. I'm sorry. For the Giver, I get the Jack of Spades. So the Giver is speaking specifically. The Giver is saying for the Jack of Spades and the Giver, this is specifically saying in order for you to get over the generational curse that has been put upon you, you're going to have to see a spiritual worker. You need to find a priest that can help you with this particular issue, or you're going to need to consult with the priest for a bath that can help you. So I'm the bath that's off the top of my head that can really help you to get over this curse that's been put on you is I think that you need to do this for 7 days. You need to get some Epsom salt. You need to take Epsom salt, sea salt, and pink Himalayan salt, all three of those salts, crush them all together, okay, as a base. All right. Then I want you to take some agrimony, AGRIMONY. I want you to take some eyebright powder, and then I want you to mix those two together with that salt. All right, and I want you to make a good sea salt herb base with that mixture. Okay, and then from there, I want you to put that mixture into pantyhose, and then tie that pantyhose together to like a little sachet, and it's gonna make a tea. Then I want you to just plop it into the water, into a hot tub of water, a tub of hot water, and then sit in that tub for like 15 minutes, all right? Meditate. Get out of the tub, wear all white. Don't take another shower for 24 hours. Sleep on the floor, white sheet, white pillow with a white candle, burning a white stick candle, a little stick candle above your head, or you can do a glass jar candle, doesn't matter. Do that to get this, to help start removing this hex or this curse from you, because this bath is going to knock that negative energy off of you, but you may need something that's more powerful. So the Jack of Spades is talking about you seeing an experienced priest that is very intelligent, very knowledgeable about magic, that can help you with this particular issue. So, with that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning into the reading produced by Black Spectrum Network. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell button to get the latest updates on this channel. You can purchase a private psychic reading by going to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com. If you want spiritual guidance to learn how to work with your ancestors, or you're interested in deepening your spiritual experiences, subscribe to our Patreon. You can get these and other videos at least 1 week ahead of their YouTube release date. That's patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network. Before I go, I'll leave you with these words of wisdom from the rapper Dreezy. Gave mercy to these hoes. What would Jesus do? I'm your reader, Nexo. And remember, the truth is always collaborative. Thanks for watching. My